there's a creator over on TikTok that I interact with. I've had discussions with, kind of, chatting back and forth on, on his videos or whatever. And he takes a little bit more of a pro-Israel stance sometimes, and he kind of plays the middle. And I get more annoyed with people that play the middle than with people who are far extremists. Because the people who are the extremists, where they are. The people who play the middle make excuses for the bad extremists. Or while also criticizing the other extremists on the other side of the aisle. And every single time that takes place, it's always the liberal extremists that are attacked by the so-called centrists while they make excuses for the right-wing crazies. For example, I said something about people getting fooled by Donald Trump, and he's like, I'm so sick and tired of people being so smart. Or that's how Democrats are going to lose. I'm like, oh, we have to win by being dumb? That's what we have to do? I mean, Donald Trump did say he loved the poorly educated, but I don't think choosing to be willfully ignorant is a thing. But there was an attack in Israel, and 3 buses exploded, and you also had a situation where the children, babies, were murdered by Hamas, and then they received the corpses of these babies back. And yeah, Hamas is awful and terrible. Hamas is a terrorist organization. Hamas should always be condemned for what they do, because and I don't trust numbers that come out of Hamas either. I have very hard time trusting the numbers coming out of Hamas. What I won't abide by, what I won't stand for, what I won't tolerate are people who are fellow Jews who are going to sit here and play the, I no longer support a two-state solution because of this. I think that all Palestinians are whatever because of how Hamas acts. Have you learned nothing? Have any of y'all who are sitting here trying to say that all Palestinians are bad because they're living under the thumb of Hamas? Are you trying to actually make that statement? Because that's the type of thought that caused 6 million of us to die in the Holocaust. That's the type of thought that puts all of us at risk, puts all marginalized groups at risk. Because if you can do that to the Palestinians, they can sure as hell do that to you as well. Or do that to us, I should say, because I'll be part of that group. So no, you all, if you're somebody who's Jewish like myself, you have absolutely every right to be enraged at what Hamas has done. You have absolutely every right to be enraged at Hamas. What you don't have the right to do is to blame every single Palestinian for the actions of Hamas. Oh, but they were at the parade. They went to the celebration. They went to the... Do you think that the people who live in Gaza are free? Do you think that the people who live in Gaza are able to just, go around and protest the people who are in charge like we still hopefully will have the right to do for years to come? No. I'm not going to sit here and begrudge a Palestinian mother and her child standing there at a parade feigning that they support what Hamas is doing because they don't want Hamas coming at them next. They don't have any power to do anything. So if somebody lacks the power to act, I'm not going to judge them for their inaction. I will judge people who have the power to act for their inaction all the time. Absolutely. But people living in Gaza under the thumb of Hamas do not have the power to act. And again, if you don't have the power to act, you can't be criticized for a failure to act because you didn't do a failure to act. You are just sitting here trying to survive under horrible terrorists. And again, Jewish people should understand this. And this is not to say that to justify bad actions on those people if they actually aided and abetted what was going on. If they actually took part in what was going on, that's collaborating. That's a whole different scenario. But a mom and a kid just standing at a parade because they feel like they have to, because if they don't, Hamas is going to come after them? No. Criticizing them is stupid and hurts whatever cause you think you're fighting for. So what do you think? Do you disagree and my Jewishness? Disagree with me and my Jewishness and my opinion on the whole issue of that we shouldn't be scapegoating all people who are Palestinians simply because Hamas is terrible? Let me know in the comments down below. Remember to like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel, and unless you're a Nazi sympathizer, or support, condemning all people of one race, area, religion, or whatever because of the actions of bad people in that area, unless you're any one of those, have a good day.